different issues and areas of the agriculture sector. And this week, we're shedding light on the issue of illegal, unreported, unregulated IUU fishing and its implications for Jamaica's fisheries sector. We've had under threat or industries or conch industry or spiny lobster industry for the past 20 years because of IUU fishing. I love it. Illegal, unreported, unregulated fishing. And we want to find out some more about what's happening with that. So joining us to speak of the issue is Dr. Gavin Bellamy. He's Chief Executive Officer at the National Fisheries Authority. Dr. Bellamy, good morning. Welcome to AgroBuzz.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Tell us about this IUU fishing. What qualifies?
IUU fishing, as you said before, is illegal, unregulated, and unreported fishing. Now, under illegal, that really means any fishery activity conducted by nationals or foreign vessels that is done without authorization, permits, or license, and in contravention of the laws and regulations of Jamaica. That's the easy answer for that. The unreported fishing, now that has basically three things: where the information your catch is not reported, there's misreporting or underreporting, meaning you're not giving us the truth, you're not letting us know what you're catching. And the unregulated part is fishing in areas or for species that are not managed by a conservation measure, not under conservation or management or fishing stock that you're not allowed to. Those are the easy answers, Paul.
Okay, and what are some examples of those kinds of fish, that fishing stock you just mentioned there?
No, but like for example, we have a conch season where we dedicate the period because it's a managed fishery. And then we say when it's open and when it's closed. If you fish outside of this and without the appropriate license and permits, that's IUU fishing. Also, when foreign vessels come onto our bank, like at Pedro Bank, and poach our lobster and conch, and sometimes they do sea cucumber and even species that are not allowed to be fished. They catch turtles, etc. That is also IUU fishing.
And what impact has this been having on our fisheries sector?
This has been really detrimental, Paula. Our estimates in the last 20 years, over the last 20 years, since about 2000, we have lost approximately US $300 million due to IUU fishing. IUU fishing has also caused for closure of the conch fishery for 2 years. That was between February 2019 and March of this year. We had to close the conch fishery because the stock was under pressure from the illegal fishers, the foreign vessels that were coming in and were not helping our management plan. So we lost approximately $6 million in direct earnings. About 5,500 Jamaicans are employed in that industry. So over the 2-year period, when you do the jobs and the export, that came up to approximately $20 million worth of loss for the country.
Wow.
And conch has a levy on it, a set, and because we had to close the season, we didn't get approximately 64 million Jamaican dollars worth of revenue. Mm-hmm. And this set is used to manage other fisheries. It is used to support the fish sanctuaries. It's used for us to do research, data collection, and how we can help our fishers in Jamaica. So that really affected our progress and our management systems.
Understanding, especially about that, the conch, the queen conch, right there. How does it work with the spiny lobster? Is it a similar impact?
It is a similar impact, Paula. For the spiny lobster, our estimates are really scary, because we lose the spiny lobster industry earns Jamaica about $6 million US annually, with about 4,000 Jamaicans working in this industry. But from our extrapolation, from the information we get when we catch illegal fishers, we have worked out that the impact of this over a 3 to 4 year period could be as far as $2.5 billion US, because when you evaluate their catch and they have approximately 10% of buried lobsters, that's lobsters with eggs. When you extrapolate how many lobsters you would get from that, that's where you get this really surprising figure and scary figure of the cost.
And that is a scary figure, which means we've got to deal with that ASAP and come down hard. What are we doing to help fight IUU fishing?
Okay, well, the National Fisheries Authority is tasked with having efficient and effective management of our fisheries resources. So in collaboration with the Jamaica Defense Coast Guard, the Marine Police, and both regional and international organizations, the NFA has its own enforcement team. We go out and we enforce the laws and regulations, and we try our best to interdict. As recently as a week or so ago, Jamaica also signed on to the Blue Justice Initiative, is the Copenhagen Declaration. This is an international pact with non-binding international framework with regional and international organizations to protect, share information that will know where vessels who are involved with IUU are at any time. If we are concerned about a vessel, we share information. We are also joining the Port State Measures Agreement. That is through the FAO, which is one of the most binding pacts against IUU fishing. And all of these things put together will help Jamaica, and with the collaboration of the security forces and the citizens of Jamaica, reporting to us when persons are fishing lobster out of season, when they are fishing conch out of season, when persons are fishing in the fish sanctuaries. We need the cooperation of our citizens to give the information to the NFA that we can educate and also, if necessary, indict these people who are breaking the law. We have to manage our fisheries for the future.
Got it. Thank you so much for speaking with us this morning, Gavin. Dr. Gavin Bellamy from, of course, head of fisheries, chief executive officer of the National Fisheries Authority, speaking with us of the practice of illegal, unreported, unregulated IUU fishing. Did you know that spiny lobsters are, well, you would have figured from the conversation, an important export resource for Jamaica? And you hear how much we're losing, especially from buried spiny lobsters. Those are the lobsters, as Doc explained, with the babies, the eggs, and they're constantly being targeted by foreign poachers. So do what you can, report what's going on, folks. Continue to arm yourselves with knowledge and tools to better support our authorities. Follow the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries on Facebook at Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. Check them out on Twitter and Instagram at MOAFJM. And this has been AgroBuzz. Join us again next Wednesday. We do it again. You know how it goes.
I'd like to see Jamaica become crime-free. It's Jamaica and we're Jamaican for economy. No more breeder lost in remediation set.
And with that, we've got to step out ourselves. And François Saint-Just, do you?